Hey everyone, Dave here again. I'm back at it doing another solo overnight. This time I'm doing more of a bushcraft style camp. I got a tarp, sleeping bag, sleeping mat, and things like that. I'm going to be building a raised bed for myself, some fire reflectors, and I'm going to try to do some camp life this time for myself. Try to enjoy the woods a little bit, and I'll just bring you along and show you some of the things that I'm going to be doing. So today it's raining. I don't know if you can hear it. It's light rain. I don't have to throw the rain gear on or anything, and that's why I set up the tarp without filming it, because I just wanted to get it up and just save the hassle of trying to film all that stuff. So the tarp is up. I got a 10 by 12 tarp set up and going to build a raised bed underneath it, like I said, and we'll do some fun bushcrafty things today. You can see that I gave myself a pretty good amount of head space. I wanted to set my tarp up quite high today. I didn't want to be all hunched over. I wanted to give myself, some nice room to work with. I shouldn't be cold or anything like that, so I'm just set this up to keep myself out of the rain. I don't think it's going to be severe heavy rain, just consistent rain all day tomorrow, and Vancouver weather, British Columbia weather. So that's what I got to work with. Just trying to level out the ground a little bit for the raised bed. Fill in some of these holes, try to flatten it out a bit, just so there's a nice work base ground for your bed. I think I'll throw my rain jacket on so I don't get my clothes too wet. But I'm gonna go find materials for building the bed and find some materials for the fire reflector and things like that. And then we'll get some wood processed up, make a bit of a camp. Should be fun. It's not raining too bad. I mean, if you live in British Columbia, you better get used to camping in the rain. It's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal camping in the rain. I mean, you just got to have rain gear and a tarp and things, and you're fine. So as long as you practice your wet weather fire making, there's no reason why not to go when it's raining. The stick to measure, so all my poles are the same length. Just for fun, we'll do the old axe saw combo. So I'll do my undercut with my axe. Slightly green, but it's dead. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going to make 2 levels, so it's a little bit higher up off the ground. So I have 2 poles going across my bed. I got 2 bases like that, and then I'm going to put another layer, kind of like so. And then we'll put some of the bed poles on. And I will stake all of this in so it's a lot more solid than it is right now. But these beds always need adjustments. You're always moving poles around to figure out what's most comfortable, right? So make sure you get a flat base and everything. So you don't want to stake it in and then have to unstake it and redo it all. But that's the basic idea for the bed frame. Feels pretty solid. I haven't staked it in yet, but yeah, that's good. That'll be perfect. It's actually more comfy than some of the other ones I've built. Nice. Everyone will say to chamfer the edges and like round off the edges so it doesn't really mushroom out. But like half the time when I'm doing stakes and stuff, I never do that. I find it a waste of time. It doesn't really do too much if you have a solid enough piece of wood to be banging on. So roughly 1 step, my fire will be here. Probably make the reflector a little bit back, and then put some rocks in front of the reflector so I don't catch it on fire because I've done it before. So I will bind these guys together. Basically with jute twine. So I just make a loop in the jute twine, slide it over, and then I just do figure of 8s pretty much. So just wrap it in, pulling tight each time. And that should give you a really nice stable fire reflector. And then wrap it around a few times. Take out your knife. Give it a cut, and all you have to really do is just slip that end through and totally secure fire reflector now. So I'm going to take a quick break and just enjoy the nature, maybe do a little bit of a walk around here, see if I can find anything fun. And that roughly took me about 3 hours to put up the tarp, build the bed, build the fire reflector. It's quite a lot of wood processing when you're using the saw and stuff. And I decided to, I have the time, so I decided to use like fairly decent wood for the fire reflector and for the bed. And I took my time in picking and choosing things like the best that I could find. But that's a rough estimate of how long this stuff takes. So I still have to build a bit of a fire pit as far as find some rocks. And I got to collect firewood too. which is always more time consuming than you think. So I'm taking a break, and then I'll get back to you guys in a few. You won't be able to see, but the top is broken off of this guy here. And he's a nice, solid, big piece of, I don't know, this might be Pacific silver fir or a Doug fir, I'm not sure. But he's dead. He's got a check already going down in it, and he's nice and solid. So I'm a little wary on how to fall this one because he is quite big, but we'll give it a go, and should be interesting. I'll say that much. So remember, undercut goes the way that you want to fall the tree. I want to fall the tree this way. This is going to be a bit lower than your back cut. Your back cut is going to be a bit higher, and you're going to create a hinge, just like I've said in a bunch of other videos. And remember, this is a smaller axe. This is a hatchet head, right? It's about one pound hatchet head with a it's got a 19-inch handle, so it's not a big axe. And I'll show you how you can take a tree like this down with some effort, perseverance. Watch for a rotten top. You want to come in on 45s and clear it out with a flat cut like that. You don't want to be doing an upcut. Watch for falling limbs. You want to go at least halfway through, so it wants to lean this way, right? Go a little bit more if you're unsure. Just be careful. I have to cut a little bit higher and a little bit awkward because I have this tree behind me, so I have just enough angle to get in there. There we go. It's starting to rain again. Almost there. Ooh, it's nice wood in there. There we go. How was that? For some firewood. Nice dry wood. Pretty awesome. I just saw the most messed up thing. That was crazy. I was sitting there in my camp taking a break after splitting firewood, and I hear this deer running. I see him and I hear him running this way. And I was like, oh wow, like that deer's running, but not for me. Like he didn't even notice I was there, right? And he's running, and then I see something behind him, like something low-lying behind him, chasing him. And I was like, holy, that's a cougar. But it came closer, and it wasn't a cougar. It was a dog. Like, it looked like a feral dog chasing a deer. It had no collar on it. It didn't know I was there. Neither one of them knew I was there. It just kept running. They both ran. Both of them ran down here and off into the woods. And I honestly couldn't get like a shot of them because one, I was like, holy crap, like there's a cougar. I'm going to watch a deer get eaten by a cougar. My adrenaline's going a little bit. That was nuts. And I don't think it's a hunting dog because no one's come by. I don't hear gunshots. I don't hear anyone. I haven't ever heard a gunshot here where I am. And I don't know if you're allowed to hunt in the springtime. I'm not sure on the laws of that because I'm not a hunter. I don't know if some of you guys would be able to tell me what that... Wow, that was that was unsettling. That was very unsettling. Okay. Well, they didn't notice me. And I was making a ton of noise. But yeah, that was I don't know what to say about that one. Oh look, a deer carcass. Yay. This is like exactly where I saw the thing chasing the deer. They both came running through this game trail up here that you can see kind of going up that way. And I really think that was a dog that I saw. I really do. It's crazy. There's no one else out here. I haven't heard anyone, I haven't seen anyone else. And to me, it looked like a dog. Did not look like a cougar to me. So maybe there's a feral dog in the area that is somehow hunting deer. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Anyways, let's just say that that's not very settling to find. Well, first to see deer being hunted and then to find a carcass like, I don't know, 100 feet from my camp. That's going to help me sleep at night. Let's just say I'm wearing my bear spray now, which I should have probably been wearing since I got here. But I think that will be by my side while I rest tonight. I'm sure the fire will scare anything away. Animals don't like fire. But they might like hot dogs and rice, which is what I'm going to be eating for dinner. Carcass number 2. This is like really close to the first one I found too. It's ridiculous. This is where I saw them chasing. They were leaping down this area. It's crazy. This is the third one that I've come across since I've been out here. Horn's still on. That's gotta be like either the dog that I was seeing chasing the other deer or like cougars or something, because that's a guy with horns, right? And usually people would source it, keep the horns or whatever if they're hunting. That seems like a pretty big looking deer too. Man, I gotta go research if I'm in like some cougar kill zone or something crazy. This is the third one that I found. Well, I managed to catch 2 deer on film, just walking around really quietly and like going on the high places and trying to film down into the gully. I thought I might be able to get a few shots of them because I've seen them around here before, but they usually take off pretty quickly, so I've been stealthing it through the forest, trying to get a shot of them for about an hour and a half. And to see if I could find any other wildlife. Unfortunately, I did not see the dog again or any cougars, because I'm not going to lie, it'd be pretty sweet if I found a cougar and saw one. I've only seen one in my life when I was younger from a truck, and I don't know, I feel like this would be an environment they would be in because the deer population seems to be quite high, and I've seen a lot of kills around here. I've probably come across in total like 5 to 6, because I've been here a few times before, and I've come across 3 of them on this trip. Three bones. One of them had antlers on them, so don't think it's a hunter or a human necessarily, because I feel like they would source them and take them home as a prize. Could be wrong though. I could be wrong. Pretty cool. Hey little guy. What you up to? Hi. Hello. Yeah, I see you. So it's 6:30 and I'm just getting my fire all prepped and ready to go. And I was going to use a homemade fire starter today, and I realized just now that I didn't pack it. So I have to make some shavings and some feather sticks and hit it with my ferro rod. And I'm just using my knife that I personally made myself. It's like an EDC knife that I made. And yeah, I made it really sharp. So even though I forgot my fire starting material, sorry, my homemade fire starting thing that I made, and it was really wet today, I still feel quite confident that I can get the fire going even in such short notice. So I'm just going to make some really nice curls and some shavings, and then we'll hit it with the ferro rod. So So I'm going to make this feather stick a bit smaller because I decided to use the feather stick. And then I'll keep going away, working away. Okay, I got a pile of shavings there, a pile of twigs I collected earlier today and hid under my tarp, and my feather stick over here. And we're going to go ahead and try to hit this with my ferro rod right now. I had previously broken my handle to my ferro rod, so I just have a really basic handle on it this time around. We have a flame. Let's get all those other curls going. Shavings. Don't smother it. Twigs. Hope for the best. On top of that, a bunch of other stuff. And some of it's a little wet. I wonder if it's wet. Look at it go. It's hilarious. I got fire. Without my fire starting material that I was going to show you guys. But yeah, you can always do it that way too, the harder way. When you set your camp up, you want the wind to be going this way so you're not getting smoked out. And the wind either comes from the ocean or it travels like this. So that's a good thing. So basically this is what I'm doing. I got a flat rock there and I got my pot on top. And then I'm just kind of, you know, keeping the fire going and feeding coals in there and trying to like simmer my rice, basically. Just so it's not like crazy boiling, but just enough to, you know, cook it. So good little system. My rice is done. Now it's just time to roast the hot dogs. And let them fall right into the fire. Take two. Maybe I'll just hold it. No, I'm too lazy. Let's try to jam it in. Oh, don't break the stick again. Better angle. There we go. All right, all done. 3 hot dogs, about a cup of rice, trail mix, salt, pepper, butter. Yeah, this is going to go down really nicely. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it all, but I'm super hungry. And this is all I'm going to be doing, and this will be the last video for tonight, so I'll see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. And I had a good sleep, actually. I slept quite a lot last night. you know, I just got up to stoke the fire, keep it going so I didn't have to rebuild one in the morning. And then I just stoked it again just now, and I'm going to make some coffee, go grab the bear bag, get some food, hang out for a bit, and then break camp, go home, have a nice shower. Coffee is really nice, obviously. I gotta go wash my pot so I can make some oats, make a breakfast, hang out here for a few hours, enjoy the birds and the peacefulness while it lasts. It was a really fun time this time around. A little bit more relaxing than I usually do, so that was awesome. Alright, I'm just going to cook some oats up, have breakfast, and then hang out and get out of here. So this will probably be my last video. I'm done filming, so hope you guys really enjoy this video. And give it a thumbs up and comment, like, subscribe, all of those things. And I'll see you on the next adventure.